Does anybody
Let me
own
also
this
make
person?
sure
He's a free man, Dingo. Come on.
I have
I'm aware,
TeamSpeak
but a group,
off.
a group takes ownership of its members.
Responsibility, Dingo.
Let me also make sure I got room on my computer to be
exactly the
streaming
same
and
word.
recording. I did a shit ton of editing last night.
No, I believe they fought a couple of wars over that discretion.
Plenty of room. Let me just delete some internal
Let me say PC.
files and oh yeah,
Are you
slowly
second?
opening up the
Are
space
you
on that
second or are you
hard drive.
29th? I forget which one you are.
Anyway, they're all sorting down there. We're gonna see it kind of debut here. Got a few things to talk about. So they've upgraded their server. It is no longer going to be a 90-person cap. It is going to be a 135-person cap. So, we already grew the numbers. We were seeing, like 60s, 70s a few weeks ago when we started this, or at least when I started with Barbarian. He had been doing it more than me. I'm trying to give it, the attention it deserves. So let's see if we can get it to break 100 either in NA or next week. That would be really, really cool to see. I'm also trying to work on getting BIA to send a group, and I know there's another group that might send a group in, so definitely want to see that. I might change to more PvP fitting music. It is Zargabad. I'm thinking, something like The Keepers or Battle of Sejuk for a map like that. And, we'll see a number switch here. We're seeing a few more guys going into OPFOR. It's because we do have a few gray slots here. But I'm only seeing 2, actually. So there needs to be a bit more of a number advantage of 20%. You want to probably have about 48 to 38 or something for BLUFOR v OPFOR to make this advantage going. Freya, you're not going to come play? I know you're not with AA anymore, but you can always still come and murder people, Freya. But hey, if you want to watch, more power to you. And also, scrolling up here, Modaddict, thank you for the 39-month resub at Tier 3. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, both watching and playing, when you do decide to play, that is. And I hope you get a kick out of this Friday Night Fight stream. Guys, the ops this week, oh my god. I mean, it was just a mix of bad luck, weird player behavior on one of them, and then me just being dead on my feet because I was cooking for my mother's birthday. So I'm sorry there wasn't really any Zeusing this week. I'm working on some new stuff to replace what I was going to start this week because of, Thursday's issue, for example. I mean, can you believe that a mod can update and if you look down your gun's sight, you get a lag spike, and if you don't have a powerful computer, it just memory leaks you out just by looking down your gun. Like, that's so weird, But I guess it can't be helped. We're at 87 right now. Let me look in the TeamSpeak real quick. There's 86 in there, and we still have a few people upstairs, so I'm assuming it's going to climb up to 90. Usually it's been strong 90 for the past 2 weeks, so we'll see how things go. Oh, that's fine, Freya. But yeah, it's Friday. I just want to get through the rest of this week, because, all of those other crazy ops have happened, and I want to get to next week's ops where they will hopefully be better. But anyway, it's looking like it's going to be a mirror match between BLUFOR and OPFOR, and when I say that, I mean they're going to probably have very similar equipment. We saw that last week in the Line Wars operation, which was Operation 2 for the NA branch. That was, oh my god, Modaddict.
6 now.
Jesus, Mod. That's a lot of subs.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
Wow. I literally had some notes written. I was gonna go through everything.
Send in
Jesus
GOAT Team 6
Christ.
now.
I'm gonna change the music while I have a second. Damn, Mod. Thank you, man. I mean, Mod is the secret sub-Santa. Well, he's not really secret, but he is the sub-Santa of the Twitch TV I don't even know what to say. Like, damn, that. I can't even type the search box for the fucking. Oh my god.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
Mod, thank you. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna be getting some upgrades. I was
Send in
hoping
goat
by the
team
end of
6
September. It's going to be pushed back by the end of the month because I still have my last. I'm on a payment plan for my last semester of college because Corona hit my nest
Send
egg
in
pretty
goat
damn
team
hard and
6
over the
now.
summer. And okay, I need a deep breath. We're gonna play Keeper of Sejuk.
Send
No,
in
Battle
goat team 6
Battle
now.
of Sejuk. Hold up. So,
Earn your
whew, that was wow. Thank you, Madi. I
Send in
really
goat
really
team
do appreciate
6
it, man.
now.
That's man, if you got a sub from Mod, make sure you thank him. I hope you all
Send in
keep
goat
enjoying
team
the
6
operations. I hope you're staying
now.
safe among COVID-19, and I hope you get a kick out of this operation. So I guess I'll
Send in goat
I guess
team
I'll
6
we'll focus
now.
on what's going on here. So this is going to be a three-way, three-sector control. It's not a three-way fight. It's BLUFOR starts on the
Send
southern
in
side.
goat team
OPFOR is going to be
6
defending the main
now.
town of Zargabad. The highlighted sector indicates that BLUFOR is going to have to take Sector 1 first, then Sector 2,
Send
then
in
Sector
goat team
3.
6
BLUFOR
now.
has 2 armed MRAPs. It looked like 2 unarmed MRAPs, but we'll get a fact check on that. And 2 unarmed little birds for transport.
Send in
OPFOR only
goat
gets
team
2 armed
6
MRAPs,
now.
but they're the exact same type that BLUFOR get. So I'm thinking there might be a mirror match here of the groups look similar.
Send in goat
And
team 6
interestingly enough, it is also nighttime. Oh, okay, hold on. There's one thing I want to check. They said they might
Send
make
in
an
goat
option
team
client side with a
6
new
now.
TFAR update to make that disappear. So, yes, I want to hide that.
Send in goat team 6 now.
Why isn't what? No, game, you can't do this to me. No, game, why? No. Okay,
Send
well,
in goat team 6
oh, that setting
now.
applies. They just didn't uncheck it. Oh, you biscuits. But then again, I think it just disappeared. So okay, cool.
Send in goat
I
team
think.
6
I don't know.
now.
I mean, if it's gone, cool. It means we got less stuff to look up. But it's gonna be a little at night here. We have.
Send in goat
Let's
team
see.
6
This looks like
now.
standard BLUFOR guys. Might switch to night vision here. They don't have night vision though.
Send
So I'm
in
probably
goat
gonna keep
team
off. I'm just using
6
this to kind of get a
now.
better look at these guys. But, you know, it's mainly, BLUFOR Desert Group attacking. We've got 2 armed
Send in
Humvees,
goat team
2
6
unarmed MRAPs, and then the 2 unarmed Little Birds. But they do have the camera. So these are the RHS ones, but they usually turn the
Send
thermals
in
off
goat team
from
6
those cameras.
now.
Now, let's look up at OPFOR. OPFOR starting by the airport here. They've got 2 quad bikes, 3 static 50 cals.
Send in
That was
goat
not
team
listed in the
6
roster unless I'm
now.
blind. And these guys are looking kind of militant. Looks more like yeah, so
Send
US
in goat
helmets,
team
a
6
different type of camo, and G36s. So yeah, it's gonna basically be a 5.56 mirror match with similar
Send
body
in
armor,
goat
similar
team
weaponry.
6
And the Maz guys have excuse me, the MAT teams have Mazes instead of javelins. So that's interesting. But I mean, 350
Send in
cals,
goat
3
team
sectors to
6
control, 2
now.
armed vehicles. It kind of seems like a no-brainer what OPFOR is going to do to defend, but they don't have that much in terms
Send
of
in
transportation
goat team
assets.
6
They've only got
now.
these 2 quad bikes to move up to 4 guys around at once, so maybe some scouting stuff will be done in the beginning.
Send in
Meanwhile,
goat team
BLUFOR
6
probably
now.
only has enough.
Filled with possibilities and unknowns.
Oh gosh darn it. Nope, that's the music dying. I'm sorry. It didn't
Send
loop
in
right.
goat
Ah, there we
team
go. All right.
6
That'll
now.
fix it. Maybe. Music, why you do this to me? Please. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I thought someone jumped in
Send
the channel
goat
for a second,
team
but okay.
6 now.
But another quick thing to note, there is no NVGs on BLUFOR nor OPFOR
Send in
here.
goat team
It's not
6
that dark.
now.
It's not moonlit per se. It's just generally
Send in
dark.
goat team
Why?
6 now.
I keep hitting left alt. I gotta remember not to hit left alt because if you lock
Send
up
in
left
goat
alt,
team
when you
6
tab in and out, it
now.
sometimes gets stuck, and then you get at super slow speeds. That took me a hot second to figure out. But yeah, neither sides
Send
have
in
night
goat
vision,
team
so we're probably
6
gonna be sticking
now.
to this vision a bit more, just to show you guys what they're fighting. And I've also turned tracers on, so you guys can see
Send in goat
who's
team
going
6
to,
now.
you know, be firing at who's gonna throw what in terms of grenades and smokes and whatnot. But people got to be
Send in
really
goat
careful
team
here not to
6
blue on
now.
blue because it's very hard to tell. I mean, we got a little bit of a whiteness to BLUFOR's uniform here. Meanwhile, OPFOR
Send in goat
are a
team
bit
6
darker. So
now.
OPFOR, depending on where they're hiding, I mean, in buildings and whatnot, we could see them maybe blending in a
Send
little
in
bit
goat
better than
team
BLUFOR because
6
BLUFOR has
now.
the, white contrast with the darkness of their backpacks and chest rigs. That should be interesting. Anyway, most of you guys,
Send in goat
actually
team
only by a
6
small
now.
margin, you guys think BLUFOR is going to win. They do have the number advantage. They do have 2 tanky MRAFs. AT is
Send
limited.
in goat team
But since the
6
MAT team
now.
is a Maz, I think since they're not going to be aiming for the helicopters, we're probably going to see the MAT team used against
Send
these
in
vehicles,
goat
probably
team
the armed
6
ones, but it's just going to
now.
depend on circumstance. What I'm going to be really curious to see, though, is how BLUFOR divides their units, who goes in the chopper,
Send in
who goes in
goat
the
team
MRAPs,
6
and
now.
do they even have enough room to transport everyone on the first run? They probably do, but they're going to have to utilize all of their assets
Send in
fully
goat
here. We
team
also got to see
6
how
now.
OPFOR deploys on a sector, and are they going to try to hold all 3 sectors, or are they going to just divide them
Send
on
in
2
goat
and give
team
BLUFOR a
6
freebie?
now.
Now, I don't know the time limit for this round. This could either be a 30-minute, a 45-minute, or an
Send in
hour-long
goat team
operation.
6
My money
now.
would be on a 45-minute, but we'll have to see how things go. For EU, I usually commentate
Send
by
in
myself.
goat
For
team
NA, we
6
usually get Barbarian in here. Sometimes Warwick joins us. And then I do remember for EU, Iceberg joined us for one round. But I am
Send in
perfectly
goat
fine
team 6
solo
now.
commentating this and interacting with you guys here. But Stefanix does bring up a very good point. Gun PID,
Send
since
in
they're both
goat team
5.56, I will admit
now.
the sound of the rifles is going to be a little different. You know, the M4, the
Send in goat
M16s
team
compared
6
to
now.
the G36s. If I were to describe the difference in Arma, the how would I
Send in
describe
goat
that?
team 6
Um,
now.
The G36s have a little bit of like a harder hitting sound, just slightly.
Send in
It's more
goat
like
team
a
6
shorter
now.
like thudding noise, where the 5.56 is a little bit of a slightly longer noise.
Send in goat team 6
It's very hard to
now.
actually. How would you articulate the difference of gun sounds? That's hilarious. But there is a slight
Send in
difference
goat
in the
team
rifles.
6
What
now.
I will say, though, is going to be really difficult is the MAT team guns, the 240 Bravos, the machine gunners in the squad, the
Send in goat team
249s,
6
and
now.
any AT and any grenades. It's going to be purely identical. So, no need to steal enemy
Send in
guns when
goat
you can just
team
break
6
in,
now.
get behind somebody with a machine gun and mow people down, and they're going to have to double take if they want to check if they're friendly
Send
or
in
not.
goat
But
team
I mean,
6
based off the fact that
now.
BLUFOR is slightly brighter than OPFOR, that shouldn't be an issue. However, they don't know what the other faction looks like, so
Send
there's a
in
little
goat
bit of an
team
advantage
6
there to both
now.
sides, where they don't know who each other's PID is. But I would say OPFOR has the better PID because it
Send
is
in
a bit
goat
darker.
team 6 now.
Defenders have the advantage with the dark, exactly. Now, I will be curious to see where the OPFOR guys put their
Send in
statics,
goat
because
team
those
6
statics, if
now.
put in a nice high spot in Zargabad, specifically like, on the back end of this
Send in goat
worship
team
site
6
here, I'm
now.
losing my head, the mosque area here, this could be a really nice open area to shoot at any little birds trying to drop troops
Send in
off.
goat
But I'm
team
expecting to see
6
those little birds
now.
come on the flanks and go away around, because you got to remember, this is the area of play, but helicopters can actually leave this
Send in
zone
goat team
without any
6
penalty.
now.
And Freya's talking about her puppy's noise. But yes, Freya,
Send in
they're
goat
both
team
5.56
6
rifles.
now.
I think they're using Lancer mags. Lancer means it's a plastic magazine. It's meant to be a lot lighter than like a stag mag. It's kind of funny. It bears no effect for RHS, but it's kind of cool to see them in action, just as a cosmetic thing. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like OPFOR is evenly deploying everybody. They have a lot of work to do because this is a lot of distance to cover. I'm also going to be curious to see if they try to set up any ambushes in town, because this is a lot of room for them to cover. and they don't have a numbers advantage. They have the disadvantage. So I fully expect BLUFOR to just steamroll. But one advantage OPFOR will have here is they probably do have an explosive specialist in each squad, which means they could probably put explosive charges in key areas that can help them, you know, kill people. We saw that to a really good effect during the third operation of the NA branch, where Scandi Recon got a multi-kill. 4 people down, 2 died, 2 woke back up with a single satchel charge on a building, and that almost gave them the advantage back, but there's still just too many people on the enemy side. Now, highlighting some really good players here. First off, we have T5 Bay. He is back here on the OPFOR side. One of the stronger players we see with T4 Herb especially, but I don't see Herb around here. Looking at this group, I'm just trying to see familiar names of people that we've seen do a lot of crazy stuff, but, you know, we're also seeing a few new groups come into FNF. 15th MEU started showing up last week, and they... Well, they're a milsim, so I'd assume to do really well. NASA, I've seen a few times. Goatland, too. These guys are good at getting behind and operating on their own. Bob Winchester here, I think he might be the marksman. No, he's an AT guy camping up in that Minaret tower. I do know Scandi Recon's here, which means Scandi is probably on BLUFOR. We have Logan, who likes to get behind enemy lines and do a lot of crazy shit, so he's on BLUFOR. Okay, so yep, Flying Finn, we have Pads, he's gaming with Pickles on the multi-Twitch, by the way. Severe with what's it called, the Finnish Shadow Council, and all of his Finnish guys are with him for,
Goat Team
oh my
6
god.
Now. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Tier 2 subs, Jesus!
Send in Goat Team 6
Oh.
now.
I really appreciate it, guys. I'd say thank whoever gave it, but they're not.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I'm not gonna lie, like, this week sucked for me, because Monday's ops fell apart because it was too complex for him. Wednesday, I was dead on my feet because I was trying to do right by my mother because my father is missing. That's oh, I shouldn't have brought that. That's a family thing right now. And then, Thursday, the op fell apart because of the Northwestern Front's update, so,
Send in Goat Team 6.
thank you. Thank you. Not gonna call. Okay. We're good.
Goat Team 6.
Where was I? Arcor is doing the spin glitch where you can knock yourself back flying like 20 meters and hurt yourself because there's invincibility. It's not gonna hurt anyone. And I'm not seeing RHK anywhere. He was the guy that got 12 kills on last EU Mission 1, and I don't see Audrey Hato either. He might come during the NA branch, though, because he was last week in the NA branch. But anyway, let's look at who we have on what roles here. Also, Russ joining from TSB. He's going to gear up with Scandi Recon here. Thank you for... I'm just a dude that wants to bring you guys fun stuff. But we just got a pop-up there. I totally didn't read it, but it's gonna be another few minutes, under 5. And we'll, okay. Deep breaths. Let's look at the roster here. So who do we have? We have Pierce as Platoon HQ. We have Rek, a classic name you see in the marksman slots. We'll see how well he does. Stray Dog. He did do a little bit of whiffing on the third NA round as the marksman, but he is now squad leader for Alpha. Bravo squad leader is Severe. Charlie squad leader doesn't look like there is one. I'm not seeing a C independent. And then we have Delta team. Scandy's taking a Delta weapon team. We see another Delta weapon team. And then a third Delta weapon team by some guys in FK are going to go in a helicopter. Maybe do fire support. Tier 3. Oh my. Stop it.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. Send in Goat Team
Larry,
6
why?
now.
Okay. If you got a tier 3 sub from Larry,
Send
make
in
sure you
Goat
thank
Team
him.
6 now.
But wow, okay. Again, Mod Addict, Anonymous Guy, and Larry, thank you
Send in Goat
so
Team
much.
6
I assure you, I will make sure that money that I get out of the payment for the end of this month, that money's going to go
Send in
directly
Goat
into
Team
the new
6
badges.
now.
The new badges, the new emotes. I'm gonna go on Fiverr and get somebody, and we're gonna get
Send
a
in
nice
Goat
little
Team
upgrade
6
there. But thank you so much, guys. I will make sure of that. Also, let me quickly tab out reading chat. Someone
Send
wants
in
to
Goat Team
join in
6
here, so let
now.
me get the Discord link here from one of my videos. The latest video I put up
Send in
yesterday
Goat
had the
Team
audio bug
6
with YouTube
now.
processing, so I put that back up just to
Send in Goat Team 6
Why is it now saying that video's monetization status is not available? Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I'm so done with it.
Send in
Ay,
Goat
ay.
Team 6
But let me. If you want to join, look.
Send in Goat Team 6
And then I'll put a space there so the word the and the NAD at the end don't get connected. And that should be
Send in
a-okay.
Goat Team 6 now.
Whew, okay. Alright, so my night vision's gotten... Alright, so... Wow. So it's actually been slowly getting brighter on the server. The mission developer, I think, has been timing it, so mate gave a little bit of darkness to start. Mission just started, by the way. And we have 2 BLUFOR teams going right off the get-go, so... Whew, okay. Yeah, you guys blew the fucking hype train thing out of the water. I don't know, I've never known what that is, but... Instant level 5 300 for... Yeah, no, I will make sure, And then Modedick gives Larry a T3. And fuck, what else do we... Sorry, let me... I can't even scroll up because the silly thing's in the way. What else? Havite Wolf got a sub or gave a sub. It's not letting me see it. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be cutting into op time. Can someone tell me who else got a sub and I'll shout that out. I'm sorry, just so much stuff. There's so much going on. Oh. But I mean, really good work on the mission creator for making, you know, that transit in the morning time. So now OPFOR is going to be a little easier to...
Now.
Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Guys, enough. I gotta commentate here, guys.
Now.
Oh my god.
Send in Goat Team
Okay.
6 now.
Okay. Larry, thank you so much. Mod Addict, thank you. Everyone that got a sub from
Send
them,
in Goat Team 6
make sure you thank them. If you got it from the anonymous guy, just thank the anonymous guy. We need to watch. We're not here to be happy. We're here to watch people kill each other. There are 90 players on this server here to die for our amusement, and we need to watch.
Send in Goat Team 6
Okay, okay, come on. All right, guys, it's time for Friday night fights. Let's
Send in Goat Team
stop with the
6
gift subbing so I don't break down. Okay, just we gotta.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Okay.
Send in Goat
Deep
Team
breath.
6 now.
BLUFOR deployed 2 teams on the far north side. OPFOR has abandoned Sector 1, instead deciding to bait
Send in
Sector
Goat Team
2
6
with the long
now.
gauntlet of dudes going into it. OPFOR does know of this far right group, though, because they had guys set up right
Send in
here
Goat Team 6
with one of their armed MRAPs. Excuse me, armed Humvees here. So...
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I'm trying to keep it together. I'm surprised this armed MRAP isn't going and hunting for that little bird. It looks like the little bird actually just did a feint drop off back here. So it's BLUFOR trying to make OPFOR think there's more units back here than actually is. I'll be curious to see if this Humvee pulls out and checks on that. But either way, I'm going to quickly check in the TFAR channel. We're at 88 people. There's a few people that were getting kicked and stuff, so we're a little under the 90, but I assure you rounds 2 and 3 will have that. But, oh my god, if I could spawn goats, guys, goats would be appearing all throughout the town of Zargabad. I'm merely a commentator here, but goats would rain from the fucking sky, okay?
Send in goat team
Oh,
6.
meanwhile, BLUFOR has decided to do their advance up the riverbed. I mean, that's the best way they can do it because that's the only defilade cover they have. They're probably anticipating OPFOR has some stuff at Sector 1, but the reality is OPFOR doesn't really have anything up here. Mountain flying around, Johnson flying around, I'm butchering his name, Johansson, there we go. And we do have that Delta team up here trying to do recon. Again, I'll be curious to see if OPFOR gets eyes on. We do have a guy watching back there, but BLUFOR is trying to do a wide flank around, maybe in anticipation to try to assault Sector 2. BLUFOR flying helicopters over right now. Demon with 5,000 bits. Jeez, you guys are gonna make me say Goat Team 6 for the entire thing, aren't you? Jeez. Guys. Ay, ay, ay.
Send in goat team 6.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Okay.
Send in goat team 6.
So BLUFOR, they've got the helicopters back here. They've got these, we're seeing the big MRAPs having even more infantry. Yeah, so they're basically grabbing the rest of the guys, moving up to the front. BLUFOR, I think, is going to try to keep all of their, it's been,
Send in goat team 6.
Deep breath. Deep breath. BLUFOR is going to keep all their force concise because they have the numbers advantage and try to smash through these in a steamroll. OPFOR is still pretty spread out, but they are making their advantages here. Golfer, I'm curious what he is on the roster. He is Platoon HQ. Okay. So he's waiting out up here. On the roof is a little risky, though. He's trying to find where they are, but he's been given the marks. No, he is, there's no Platoon HQ in OPFOR. He must have disconnected. So right off the bat, OPFOR doesn't have a platoon command. So these guys are kind of on their own, squad leaders to delegate with each other. Meanwhile, I guess Golfer is staying up here. We see a tracer shot going right by Mountain's windshield. That would have been awesome if he made that shot. But I guess he's just waiting up here to see when BLUFOR takes the bait, because again, BLUFOR has to take these in order. We're also seeing some additional shots given out to that helicopter from a little bit of range, though. I mean, that's good that Mountain's drawing out OPFOR to fire, trying to show where OPFOR is so we can relay that information to his group, because BLUFOR does still have their platoon lead. It's Pierce, who is actually in a helicopter right now. I guess surveying the battlefield for his guys. That's another pretty smart call. A little risky, though, because you wouldn't want to get shot down early on and have that, you know, again, have your command kind of taken away. But we still have Montgomery now. Watching back here, Delta team, this is D3, so this is the FK group. They are just chilling back here, waiting for a good time to strike. But again, you're going to see the 50 cals. Nope, this is a machine gunner. That is a 249 guy. So that's a squad machine gunner, part of Bravo, firing some shots in that helicopter. Now, again, this is good for BLUFOR, because if BLUFOR helicopters can pinpoint where these guys are, they could relay that to the marksman, and then the marksman can, you know, look at these positions first and potentially get some snipes out on some of these players. And big players that have, you know, machine guns and whatnot, that could really lower OPFOR's fire, rate of fire in the... I'm still losing. I'm sorry. You guys are wonderful. I don't deserve you. I don't think anyone on the internet deserves you. You guys, I just...
Send in Goat Team 6.
I don't know how long each of you have been with me. I know some of you have been with me for years. Some of you are brand new, but
Send in
I
Goat
have,
Team
as a
6
Twitch streamer, one of the
now.
best audiences in the world. I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys and your crazy generous support.
Send in Goat Team
From people like
6
Larry today,
now.
Mod, the anonymous guy. If I were to scroll up here, Demon with the 5,000 bits,
Send
and then
in
we have
Goat
Stone,
Team
CWC,
6
Moneybags,
now.
everyone else that's ever given, whether it be a penny or a pound. I owe you guys everything,
Send in
and I
Goat
just want to
Team
say
6
thank
now.
you. Okay? You're just here because I'm cool on Discord. That's
Send
good
in
enough.
Goat
No,
Team
Logan!
6 now.
Freya, Logan's disappearing. But I think he recovered. I didn't see a disconnect side. Logan, we like to see for the trick plays.
Send in
But I'm
Goat
going to give
Team
credit where
6
credit's due here. Look
now.
at BLUFOR's single file, making sure no one goes up on the ridge. Sending a small team out to go capture Sector 1. There's Demon's 5,000 base. But this is some really good positioning by BLUFOR Command. Maybe anticipating the fact that there's no one over. I'm seeing a little texture glitch over there. But maybe they're going to send a small team up here, get that capture, and then their main force right here is going to come around and take it. But OPFOR sending a 50 cal Humvee around might be able to see this large force. And that 50 cal on that gun could do a lot of damage. But BLUFOR is very much in the low ground here. People even crouching and going prone to try to hide as OPFOR now tries to look for where BLUFOR's force is. So really good scouting work done by OPFOR, but really good hiding done by BLUFOR. And there goes Logan. No! All right, we won't see a Logan trick play this match, unfortunately. But as I was saying earlier, basically if Marksman can kill some of the machine gunners on OPFOR, that's going to really help BLUFOR out by limiting OPFOR's rate of fire with their bigger guns. And now OPFOR is up here looking around. They're getting some eyes on Bravo over here moving to this force. But now what is Bravo going to do? Because I might have said Bravo. What is OPFOR going to do? Because OPFOR might think this is the main force right here pushing in. They still have no idea that BLUFOR has this force right here, and OPFOR's not going to be able to see that through those trees. But yes, BLUFOR and OPFOR both have two M2 Humvees. It's a bit of a mirror match again. Both have 5.56 base weaponry, 7.62 M240 Bravos for the the MG teams, and then the Maz is the MAT team weapon. So BLUFOR doesn't know that this is over here. That might be a little bit of an oversight on BLUFOR's end. I would definitely keep one helicopter patrolling the force and the other one harassing OPFOR, but we might see that remedied here. This is going to stick out like a sore thumb on the white background. Not sure if the pilot up here just spotted it. That would be Mountain flying here. By the way, if you want to see his POV, he is streaming on the multi-Twix show. If you do !multi, M-U-L-T-I, you can see a lot of POVs on the ground if you want to see like their, you know, as if it was their helmet cams or something. We got a lot of people streaming. Normally EU, we don't get that many people. It's usually just Scandia Recon and one or two people like Gaming with Pickles and Indigo Fox, but we got even more today. So, you know, more for your viewing pleasure. You guys deserve it. Definitely deserve it. But meanwhile, OPFOR has possibly spotted the BLUFOR push around right here. Hudson, I think, has eyes on. He knows something's up, because he's looking back here. Montgomery's gone out of this building, and he's also looking in that direction. Yeah, so they know BLUFOR is sending a group around. Doesn't really do him any favors that the BLUFOR helicopter's hovering right over OPFOR, their positions right there. Actually, we're seeing a little bit of a mechanical issue on this BLUFOR helicopter. She is smoking, and her tail rotor isn't spinning as quickly as she'd like, so we might see Johansson here in a little bit of a free spin, trying to recover to maintain control of that helicopter, but probably got hit by a 50 cal round. because OPFOR does have 3 static ones, and you do have this helicopter flying closer and closer to that M2 Humvee, maybe letting OPFOR know that he does see them, but OPFOR is getting fixated on this force right here, thinking this is the main BLUFOR force. So now, according to OPFOR, they only know about this force and this force. They still have no idea that this massive force is going to be ready to push in to take Sector 2 immediately. Now, OPFOR locally, I mean, you see it right here. We got the 50 tucked away right here. This could be devastating to BLUFOR if it's set up right here and BLUFOR, you know, overextends in this open area. That 50 could easily tear him out. Tear him down, but we also do have a few OPFOR guys kind of pulling some security a little far south. Could potentially see this massive BLUFOR push coming, but it's also going to depend on where OPFOR goes with this Humvee. Now, they are going to possibly start using the riverbed. They're checking out this MRAP. That could be really nice to take back to put in Sector 2. That way survivors, if they decide to pull back to Sector 2, can mount up in this MRAP and push away. We're seeing Bluck get in, making sure it's empty. If I was BLUFOR, I would have put traps on these. You know, like a carefully put charge somewhere to dead it. But I don't see anything. They were just abandoned here. So OPFOR is stealing some of BLUFOR's vehicles. Not a bad call right there. And hold up. Whoops, sorry, no, I was reading something on TeamSpeak. Freya, we'll deal with that later, if you're still watching. But usually, sometimes people give me their multis a little late, so I'm always on the watch for new things like that. But OPFOR, I think, is just going to abandon this and keep the 50 cal vehicle going. But this is just going to give them more evidence. The second, I think they just spotted the second MRAP actually up here. So, if I was in OPFOR's shoes right now, they saw this force right here, but they see both MRAPs. If they were counting the rough numbers of BLUFOR, they should know that there's more BLUFOR dudes over here that they just can't find. But if that vehicle goes up further, it could potentially spot all of these BLUFOR guys, and they would be incredibly out of position for that Humvee to just mow down. Meanwhile, we still have Mountain flying over here, and then we have Johnson. Looks like he's recovered a bit. Oh, no, there's the smoke. But yeah, his tail is definitely taking a few nasty hits, but he is being a little more defensive with that. Now, I will say, though, BLUFOR being incredibly cautious here. We know at least it's not a 30-minute round because we would have gotten the 15-minute warning. So if they keep being cautious like this, OPFOR might just stall out to time. But it is also important to note that BLUFOR might stall out the time, but it is important to note that OPFOR, they are setting up back here too, guys, trying to watch where BLUFOR came in from, but they might not know that these guys are right over here. Actually, Montgomery, I think, has eyes on these guys moving in because they have a very wide formation here. Fred and Rek getting spotted, but Rek is the BLUFOR marksman, so with that MG team, they might try to set something up back here, but against 2 guys, that marksman could easily pick them off, so they have to be careful. Meanwhile, helicopters flying overhead again, trying to make OPFOR do some target fixation to focus on the helicopters instead of perimeter security. Not a bad call there, you know, it's like annoying little gnats around a giant's head. He'll be focusing on that rather than what's in front of him, and I think that's what BLUFOR is trying to bank on. Meanwhile, we have the Humvee going far off to the south, I guess trying to find the rest of BLUFOR's force, not identifying that they could potentially be up here.
Being able to catch one of your streams. I hope you have a really good day.
Rye, Mr. Curry, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, my man. I'm having a good day. I've had some pretty shitty days this week, some really tired days, but this one's a good day. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a little kick out of this Friday night fight. But now we do see these BLUFOR guys. They've turned around. They've got the 50 cal looking back because they know this Humvee's back here. And it is nearby where BLUFOR had their spawn. I think it was right in here, actually. But they're trying to get on these big hills to try to find where BLUFOR is. And we're looking at his perspective right now. I thought he had eyes on the the group over here because he was looking right at him, but that wasn't the case. They're just trying to quickly check around to see where the rest of BLUFOR's force is, but they have not been able to find them. And that's going to start worrying OPFOR, but BLUFOR needs to really start pressing their advantage here, only sending a few guys up to take Sector 1. This is exactly what they want, though, so they can then send this massive force into Sector 2 and start with their steamroll. Meanwhile, we're having some fire starting to start here. Williams with a 249 starting to fire in to this BLUFOR position. He's got a machine gunner firing back. The marksman needs to get on him. He has, there's been a death on BLUFOR's side. Willing to bet it was the marksman. No. But meanwhile, OPFOR, this guy, he had no cover up here. Eventually the bullets land on his head. He gets sprayed down. But who got the BLUFOR kill? I'm gonna look through the roster real quick. I'm looking for a -1 in case it was a friendly fire. Maybe it was an OPFOR 50 cal snipe in the Bravo group. Yes, it was by Bluck. So Bluck with his 50 cal was able to snipe out one of the gunners on the BLUFOR 50. And that was the first KIA, first blood, if you will. And then OPFOR had one of their guys first killed by someone on this Delta team. That went to Wheaton. Interestingly enough, I would have expected it to be one of the machine gunners, but when you're prone up here in the open with no cover, he was up in this building, it's very easy to get shot. But this is only going to make OPFOR a little harder here, because now they're going to be looking at people behind them. But now we're seeing a Delta team. This is the AT team, by the way, D4. So that Moz gun not going to be really effective against groups of infantry unless they're charging in a tactical blob. But Severe knows better. I saw him over here. He might have run off over here. No, but I know these guys know better to do that. But the MAT team could potentially get an easy shot, but it looks like they're now pulling back to play defensive again. So OPFOR is going to have to start looking north, south, everywhere, and that's just going to take less eyes away from this large push that's going to come up and potentially bite OPFOR in the butt. Larry, no more subs. Please, please, you've done enough. You've done enough. Please. I don't want to... I just got my momentum back. But BLUFOR, they just need to get one guy in this zone, and it'll be captured, and that's probably going to have the rest that's going to be the cue for the rest of the guys to go. Meanwhile, these guys still scanning around, trying to find the rest of BLUFOR's force, but they have no idea. But by now, it's going to be a bit too late. But OPFOR might catch a lucky break here. No, they do not. Wait, yes they do. Okay, OPFOR might see this group because the other Humvee's flying. No, they do not. They make a... It's because he turned around, went on this road. Now he's doing a left turn instead. So I guess he's just doing a patrol right here. That Vic could be a potential issue for BLUFOR if they're cut out of position. There's so many lucky breaks going on for BLUFOR right now. It is still 1 death to 1 death. And there we go. Attackers have captured Sector 1. Now, I want to see these guys move out. We just saw an AT round get launched. I don't know what that was about. I don't know where it went. It had to have been from BLUFOR because Delta have all their guys in a vehicle. So that would have been Boston. He is looking into town. Possibly trying to snipe Bob out of the Minarat Tower, maybe? Just firing into Sector 2. I guess trying to make them, again, get their heads down so this group can come in. But yeah, Bob he will be easily able to spot this advancing group, but instead he's turning around. Oh yeah, he's totally aiming for the minaret. That literally just went over Bob's head. But that was both of those MAT rounds used, and we're probably not going to see any more done. Meanwhile, I think we just saw a BLUFOR guy get dropped in here. Yeah, so a 50 cal round came in. Dropped Martin right here. We also have a helicopter that's gone down. Looks like Johnson lost control because he has the negative right there. So he wasn't shot. He was the one with the helicopter that had a little bit of damage. BLUFOR giving a few shots up here, taking out one of the OPFOR AT guys. That's also going to make Hudson pull back. OPFOR's not really committing enough guys to defend their northern flank, and they're losing quite a few guys up here. But BLUFOR also has lost a guy to a load of 50 rounds coming in. So I think BLUFOR's still waiting right here with this load. No, they're going to start going mobile. So they're going to start coming up the MSR. They're going to try to get in the forest. That could potentially have Bob. If he looks at that angle, he could see them. He just might. Nope, he's not looking. He's not going to see those guys crossing over there. He's about to have an entire, I think, 2 squads worth of guys come up on him. And he's going to be none the wiser. So all eyes, in my opinion, are going to be on Bob, seeing if he can see that northern flank because, that southern push. Because if he cannot and BLUFOR is able to get right on top here, OPFOR's not going to be able to reposition their guys, and it's just going to turn into something similar to a PvE match that's Zeus, where you only have a few guys in a bunch of different buildings. Meanwhile, we're seeing Goatland taking some shots there a little high. But he's trying to remain low here, fighting with the texture to keep him down, but he's going to crawl back. Some of those rounds landing dangerously close to him. He's going to climb down that tower. Meanwhile, Bob over here still doesn't know it. I guess, yeah, these Delta guys are bait, and it's making all these OPFOR guys turn around to shoot at BLUFOR over here. But yeah, these 2 squads getting closer and closer. It's going to be even easier for Bob to spot them soon, but he might still be too fixated with the guys up here, and that's just the power of target fixation. Ooh, man. So this is exactly what BLUFOR wants. Oh, Bob turns around. I don't think he saw anything, though. Instead, he might be going down the tower. No, he's still chilling up here. So this is exactly what BLUFOR wants, to get their groups up here. This group's a distraction element. They're taking fire from the M2 Humvee that's swung around. It's firing at some of the BLUFOR guys over here. Catches Infidel out of position. That eliminates him. Oh, that's gotta suck for Infidel. And we're seeing some fire coming back around. Gunner immediately gets out and tries to run away. They do have an LR in here. I think he just took a shot in the back, though. No, he did not. I'm not seeing any blood. He's going to crawl away. So that is going to harass that group. Meanwhile, we have another Delta team firing down at BLUFOR over here. Managed to knock Fred out. A few more shots coming in. He could be not waking back up from that, but that is the other Humvee with the Delta team with that AT. So BLUFOR has to be wondering where these guys are. Has Bob spotted them yet? Bob has not spotted them yet. He is still in here looking out in the distance. And BLUFOR is slowly getting their guys closer and closer. We do have Mountain landed with this little bird over here. Not seeing any damage on it. Not seeing any active bleeding on him. So not sure why he landed. He should still be up there doing some target fixation here. But we have this guy over here. He's been knocked out. Another BLUFOR guy dead. That's what OPFOR wants. They want to catch these guys out of position here. Perfect Grenadier round on him. Who made that shot? Marshall. That was amazing. Wow. And then we got another guy that just got shot. Up here, I don't know from where though, but BLUFOR is losing the number advantage because of all the distractions they've had. Why are you guys talking about 10K? What? Okay, sorry. I'm getting target fixated on chat. Well, anyway, BLUFOR still moving their guys up. All my eyes are going on Bob here. He is still sticking to right here, trying to look out at this group. Even though this is exactly what BLUFOR wants, they're taking way too many casualties on the other groups going, but it looks like they just knocked one of the Humvees. They separated Bluck from the M2, and this M2, the driver just got shot out. And this was... Dingo's one of the admin pads, gaming with Pickles. Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll see if they hunt down Bluck, but knocking out one of OPFOR's Humvees is going to be really, really helpful for them. Nemesis looks like he's looting Infidel's body for what he can get. Nemesis has the 240 Bravo. He works wonders with those machine guns. And they're firing up at Gopher here, who has probably also been getting a few shots. Oh! Flying Finn with an amazing headshot manages to knock out OPFOR's marksman. OPFOR repositioning guys to deal with this group over here because OPFOR still doesn't know where BLUFOR's main push is. And now I'm going to look back at Bob, and Bob still doesn't know. If he were to literally turn around and watch for 5 seconds, he would be able to see this massive BLUFOR advance. But OPFOR still relying on target fixation. They've given up on any reconnaissance here, nor any good attempts at 360. They don't know that this main BLUFOR group's gonna come in. But the numbers of this BLUFOR group are pretty even with the defensive force here. So realistically, OPFOR still has a pretty good chance here. It's all gonna fall to the PvP, as it always does. Those amazing shots that Finn, for example, Finn just did. The fact that Dingo is trying to hunt Bluck here. Gotta be careful not to run into his own suppression, but if Dingo were to climb around back here, Bluck getting knocked out by a grenade. Usually you don't see that. The grenades don't do that much damage. Dingo throwing another grenade right over. Another grenade comes in. But yeah, that's good that this group was able to get that free kill on Bluck. Another grenade lands right next to him. I don't think Bluck's gonna wake back up, but he still might. You never know. So Dingo now doing the climb. Instead runs to cover, I guess, not seeing anything to his right. He just has to... Bluck wakes back up. Dingo needs to get the shot. And there's the headshot. Bluck is down. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Meanwhile, again, main question I've got. Does Bob win chess? No, he does not. Oh, Bob. You have no idea what this could do to... This could be why BLUFOR wins and OPFOR loses, because they don't see this main force coming in. Again, too distracted with what's going on right here. And honestly, the numbers are even. OPFOR is pretty well spread out, but BLUFOR is going to get guys right into where OPFOR doesn't want to get them. OPFOR wants to keep BLUFOR out in the open position so they can easily mow them down with machine guns, but getting a big group like this is going to force OPFOR to pull units back to deal with this threat, and then that's going to let the other groups come in because we still have guys in the reserve back there that have been hunting vehicles. I'm also going to be curious to see if these guys take that armed Humvee and use it. Oh, looks like Bluck finally spotted them. Firing down here, manages to get a wounding shot. He needs to be barking on the radio now. Yep, he's coming down the Minaret Tower. He's going to start running to his guys, and we're going to slowly start seeing units reposition here and start looking at that massive group over there. We might already start seeing it in play here as guys are starting to move out. This is going to leave a lot for Sector 2. Mountain looks like he left. I guess not deciding to filter in as a rifleman. He was the other pilot, so both of the BLUFOR pilots are down or dead. And we're seeing the OPFOR MAT team with the other Humvee trying to come around. Again, they're looking for BLUFOR's main force. I'm not sure if Bob correctly PID'd the strength of this group. He only saw one squad. There's still an entirely different squad over here that's gonna get ready to push in on Sector 2. We're at the 47-minute mark. This means this has to be an hour-long operation, so we got about 30 minutes left for this operation here. OPFOR, I mean, in this time, a lot can happen in those 30 minutes, so we'll have to see how things go. I want to see how this Delta team comes around, and... We had a small... I thought we were going to see a firefight here with Hudson and these three guys. He might be able to get a shot on Patriot, but I think Hudson is instead... Where is... Oh, no, if he were to just look right, I think Patriot... Did he see him? Oh, if Hudson were to just turn around, he could get a free kill. Patriot's gonna run into this building. Hudson, you have to hear him. Oh, Patriot then immediately looks. Oh my God. Hudson. That was not I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. So I saw some shots come up right here. I'm trying to see if they got a kill. No, he was just, I think he was firing at a body. Just heard an AT round come in. That was the Delta team trying to fire up possibly at Olaf. It was under though, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Bob Winchester's mounting up in this building. These guys are gonna start noticing, ooh, the 50 cal's been brought out and it's in a really cheeky spot. But will he be able to catch anyone out of position for that 50? That could do significant damage. What a keyhole. But is Rhodey going to be able to spot anybody? Now, he doesn't see the tracers like I do, so he doesn't know that if he were to just turn that gun right there, he'd be able to get a shot. But yeah, no, he's going to abandon that position because there's not really anything he could do from that angle. So they just have to try to bait BLUFOR into a kill zone, let loose with that 50, and they could easily turn this advantage around. Meanwhile, some of BLUFOR is shooting up at Goatland. You're seeing those bullets land really close to his head, but he has no idea. Whoa, that one went right over his head too. But he's too busy target fixated on the BLUFOR guys. Now I think he might have just noticed that he was taking shots. More rounds coming in right above his head. I mean, BLUFOR, for the fact they only have like 1x magnification sights, the fact that we're seeing really accurate shots, especially against marksmen, that shot Finn made was amazing. Kind of shows just how crazy accurate some of these players are, or that they'll just put a lot of targets down range and one will find its mark on the player's head. So Goatland content with sticking on this position, firing back here. 15 minutes remaining. Okay, so this was only like a what's 105? This was only a 50-minute round. So BLUFOR, even though they have the number advantage here, they need to speed it up. They were too slow to deploy to Sector 2 after taking Sector 1, playing it a little too cautious, but they needed that to get their BLUFOR force in right here. Now they need to steamroll with the other two groups supporting, but we are seeing, as BLUFOR is moving guys in, they are taking casualties. Boston was the MAT team guy. He got picked off by somebody. And OPFOR just needs to now double down on holding Sector 2, and they could potentially win it. Maybe this force is coming back to try to backcap Sector 3, but that's not what BLUFOR wants to focus on right now. BLUFOR just needs to do the steamroll. If they were to have these guys come and try to close the gap, maybe BLUFOR tries to get a Vic and push in from a different vector, they could quickly take that and then quickly take the other zone. But OPFOR is trying to keep 3 guys in a defensive position over here to keep this going. Meanwhile, Bob Winchester out in the open trying to catch people vaulting over, misses his opportunity. If someone were to turn and look out that doorway, Dusty doesn't see him. But meanwhile, NASA pulls out, getting a kill, getting it down on Dusty. Koak, I think, finally notices, but that was the type of play OPFOR needed to make right there. AT round also coming in to try to keep these guys suppressed. NASA coming around, getting some shots on Victor. Squad leader's down right here, gets the kill on Victor. Bob Winchester coming up, trying to bring Jones out of position. Dusty might turn around and see NASA in the open. Not sure if NASA just got shot in the leg or fell. He's taking some shots on Dusty, knocks out Dusty. Wow, this is what I was talking about, where the PvP can make or break the situation. Bob Winchester, I called NASA out earlier as being one of the stronger PvP guys. If you can just XCOM, move cover to cover, catch people out of position, they've gotten 4 kills right here. I mean, Bob is on 1 kill. NASA's probably on the 3. Yep. And now they're shelling grenades on these guys and pretty much halting this squad to a standstill here as they keep these guys pretty much bottlenecked here now. So now BLUFOR, this one squad's on the defensive. This other squad's far to the right, not supporting and not in a position to support because they're just a few buildings over. NASA trying to get some shots on Gorzochuk. And more grenades being thrown. So NASA with those 3 kills. Bob right here trying to find a keyhole. These 2 guys definitely wounded. Need to have some time to patch up. And I don't see NASA anymore. I think he was shot by some of the BLUFOR guys coming around right here. Yep, there's his body. But going 3-1 is what you want to do in a Friday night fight. Perfect grenade throw. Both of their heads are exposed. Even more wounds going down. And now you see Bob trying to keyhole and get some shots here, but Bob might have just taken some shots from Pierce or Gorski over here. But the fact that these 2 guys have been able to hold this entire BLUFOR group back has bought them time to win this by timer. So now it's going into OPFOR's advantage here. We have another BLUFOR group. This is the group that hunted down that one Humvee going in. And we also see these guys mounting into Humvees, possibly trying to move to the back cap. But that's not what BLUFOR wants to be doing right now. They need to double down on this group. Meanwhile, Bob Winchester knocking Jones out, coming around. Notices that's a bad angle. Gonna jump right on Black. Appears right on him, but he doesn't check his corner, and Black gets him. But Jones goes down yet again. Oh, Bob's got to be kicking himself for that. But again, stalled this entire group here. We're seeing people getting wounded right now because now OPFOR's repositioned their guys to deal with what they now know is the main BLUFOR threats, or at least another attack wave. And they're probably going to win this to time now. BLUFOR needs to somehow start getting a lot more kills in order to slow people down. We have Cazador over here, another good PvP player, watching this angle here. Doesn't notice pads in that one building. He's too busy looking at that open archway. But BLUFOR needs to step up the PvP here, or else they are going to be in a lot of trouble. So Marshall has a 240 Bravo. Oh, if you were just set up right here, you might be able to see him. Cazador moving up to the top. Bassbeard might have just heard the footsteps. Marshall right here. We just heard a Moz round land. And Bassbeard winning that shot, firefight without even getting shot. You don't usually see that with one of the machine guns. Interesting. So again, it's all gonna fall to that PvP. We're hearing more Moz rounds landing. Perhaps it's not only 2 Moz rounds. Perhaps they get more, because once the Javelin, you get 1 round and then your assistant gets 1. Perhaps it's 2 and 2, because I just heard 2 more Moz rounds hit. But meanwhile, BLUFOR has moved in with some vehicles here. Nelson trying to get some shots down. Gets caught out of position by Epu. Epu knocks him out. Oh, that was Ipu, excuse me. We have a quad bike over here with a guy down and a backpacked 50 cal. So I guess OPFOR was trying to move people back, but yeah, BLUFOR is now trying to back cap, but they're not going to be able to take this sector until the other sector is done, and this is where OPFOR is going to probably win at the time, because they're able to stall. Pads taking out the other OPFOR guy that was here, Cazador. And again, BLUFOR is winning the PvP over here, and BLUFOR... Oh, a lot of guys are back capping right here. So again, you might see one guy just get a lot of shots. If they were to camp the top of the staircase, that would show the heads of the players, make it a little easier to headshot, but Flying Finn goes down. He's the guy that got that beautiful marksman shot earlier. Or the marksman kill, excuse me. And OPFOR's turned around. They brought their Delta AT team up. They're shooting out the vehicle. They killed another BLUFOR guy, trying to turn this around. But I don't think Pan sees that that's a friendly Vic, and he is firing at his own dudes. You don't want to see stuff like that, especially when OPFOR really needs to try to repel this one group. But all of those BLUFOR guys has been reduced to 2 guys. The rest are wounded. So now OPFOR has the number advantage here. Oh, Van, that was a beautiful play by Van, playing Spider-Man down here, jumping behind a dude. Crippled himself on that vehicle, though. On that jump, though, excuse me, I was looking at the Humvee. And now BLUFOR is only down to 2 guys active. They were, one woke back up, Finn did, but now they're walking around. So he's going to take the Humvee, unsure what he's going to do with it yet, but beautiful play right there. And meanwhile, OPFOR, Goatland's come up. Goatland, another good PvP player. He's managed to come up here. Not sure if he's gotten any kills. No, he's gotten 3 kills. He has his handgun out. Wow. So I guess he's out of rifle. He's dropped his rifle. He's just dicking around with the handgun trying to stall them. But in terms of the amount of BLUFOR guys that are still remaining right here, this was 2 full squads of dudes. It's reduced to 4. Bassbeard, meanwhile, coming around, he gets mowed down by the defensive team, and I mean, BLUFOR had the advantage. They had the superior tactics, but they were just too slow to move into Sector 2, and then just a few guys were able to come in and pick people off, and that's what you're seeing. 7 minutes remaining, and it looks like OPFOR has cleaned up the other 2 BLUFOR players back here, and look at all the OPFOR guys right here. And then look at all the skulls on BLUFOR. So, Goatland looks like he found a machine gun, or that was his secondary the entire time. Actually, might have picked it up from that guy. Tried to come around behind them, but he got double-teamed and brought down. He might not have had any ammo for it either, or checked the magazine. We have Sky over here, probably going to keep stalling these 4 dudes. And then we got 2 guys on BLUFOR moving in. Perfect grenade throw lands right by Dingo. He doesn't notice, and he gets knocked down by it. Ouch! And I think Padge just killed that one guy. Yep, I just don't... Oh, he was up here. Alright, so it's down to Pads, but he is against freaking 6 dudes on that sector, but there's no one left on BLUFOR to cap that zone. Less than 6 minutes remaining. I don't see BLUFOR getting back here. Usually we don't see the grenades do that much damage. I think Dingo's gonna wake back... There you go. But BLUFOR needs to rally their guys right now, but that's going to be hard because you just have single OPFOR guys that are able to get in here and just stall the entire BLUFOR push. It's kind of interesting, though, seeing how OPFOR adapted to do insurgent tactics, only sending 1 or 2 guys just to go through the buildings, and it really worked to their advantage. Pronix did not see Sky go up here. But is Sky gonna turn around? Nope, he's playing it cautious. And we still have Royd up here. Camper in the name. Will he catch those 4 BLUFOR guys out of position? Dingo and Almighty, will they be able to take that one sector? But there's no way in the amount of time they're gonna be able to get dudes up to this position. No BLUFOR guys have vehicles. Right now at this point, it's just down to... No, I mean... I don't see any BLUFOR Vics. I don't see any OPFOR Vics. I don't see any way that BLUFOR, even if they were to somehow capture this zone, all these OPFOR guys drop dead, Dingo takes the zone, he wouldn't be able to get to that AO in 4.5 minutes. It would probably take him 3, and then to deal with that defensive garrison, kill 3 people in 90 minutes, there's no way. Now, add the fact that there is this defensive garrison here, I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, BLUFOR left their Vics in the riverbed. OPFOR took note of that because they found both of them. But this is a little far sight in the plan. BLUFOR was expecting to do a bigger steamroll right here than they did, and that's what crossed them. Meanwhile, Pronix going down, I think got in a firefight with Sky, excuse me. I don't see Sky's name anymore. Prox is down. I mean, OPFOR, if they just make 1-to-1 trades, they'll be fine. But Dingo going down as well. Few shots going above his head. They're trying to double tap him. Almighty needs to find a different angle to peer from, but he doesn't really have anything. Just because, I mean, he's fighting a 249 gunner. So Dingo being dragged back, that's gonna let Lucius know there is another dude up here. If I was Lucius, I'd be spraying into that because 5.56 can lightly pen this angle. But now he's trigger happy. He just downed Hazard. And Cobra's now running for his life. And he's getting shot by Ash. This is the lucky break BLUFOR needs. Bassbeard also woke back up and is trying to kill Cobra. Cobra throwing a panic grenade. No, it's a smoke grenade. Oh, man.
Send in goat team
And
6.
we have the Delta team that's breached in. Hold up, this is the vehicle BLUFOR needs if they can somehow breach this.
Send in goat team
OPFOR
6.
delivers. Oh, but Larry, thank you for the 10 additional subs.
Send in
You don't
goat
have
team
to, man.
6.
You've done enough. All right. Don't make me start crying, please. 2.5 minutes remaining. Bass Spear caught out in the open, gets shot by Cobra. Cobra took a few hits, but got the lucky headshot. And yeah, BLUFOR's not going to recover from this.
Now.
But Larry, thank you. If you got a sub from Larry, make sure you thank him. But Larry, please. My poor heart can't take it.
Send in goat team 6.
Almighty comes out, gets a headshot on Lucius because he was focusing on these dudes over here, but Dust comes out of a little hidey hole on the window and manages to knock out Almighty. Meanwhile, these guys with the captured M2 Humvee pull around. Blade getting his AT out,
Goat team 6.
seeing right through OPFOR's disguise because that was one of his Humvees. They are now backing up, and Blade is going to AT it. Misses the... How do you miss at point blank? Wow. Okay. So I guess Blade channeled his inner stormtrooper there and got himself killed for it, and these guys are going to get mowed down by the remaining NG. Royd, meanwhile, getting shot at by his own guys again. More AT coming out, this time by El Marco, and a body flies out. We see a wounded T5 Bay in there. And OPFOR, unfortunately, didn't predict that BLUFOR had more than one stick of AT there, and they're grenading themselves now. So I think Marco just grenaded Glide there. Pronix picked up Blade's used AT stick, I guess as a sentimental reminder to go make fun of Blade later for it. These guys are grenading each other, throwing some grenades down on Royd. He is now wounded, but he also took some friendly shots. Less than a minute remaining. Dingo and Almighty woke back up. They're going to have to try to Hail Mary this. And I say that as Dingo runs into the issue with Hail Marys and gets shot in the face. Almighty, meanwhile, poking out, trying to find some movement up here to at least get another kill in, but doesn't manage to have any shots connect. Meanwhile, we have one guy, Dust, looking back through the windows, trying to find Almighty. And BLUFOR, I mean, 12 seconds remaining. Glide goes out, gets shot by the guys up in this building. And again, it was really just because BLUFOR lost the PvP fight. There's no other... There's no other real issue here. Sure, BLUFOR was slow to move in, but... I mean, Bob and NASA slowing down one of the squads, forcing the other squad to go in and assist, forced both squads to be tightly knit, and then OPFOR just sent one or two guys at a time and got people knocked. Yeah. Anything's possible in Friday night fights. I mean, the poll said BLUFOR was going to win both shots. We just had Royd Camper come out, get a free kill, and there goes the round. So guys, don't go anywhere. Round 2 will begin shortly. I will change up my music. We'll go up in the operations room to have a
GG.
listen.
Congratulations, everyone. Good round.
And we're hearing
Good
some
first win
GGs
for
thrown.
Robertson, I believe.